it's been one of the hottest talked about anime for all the wrong reasons. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about Rent a Girlfriend, and I'm talking about what's happening right now in the manga currently. We are at chapter 380. Keep in mind, Rent a Girlfriend season 4 comes out next week? A lot of the people know that read the manga knows what's gonna happen, and a lot of people that just stick to the anime and don't read the manga, they're gonna be excited. But for everybody, including myself, that's read the manga, and for people that read manga in general, for the past 2 weeks, Rent a Girlfriend's been getting shit on, and I'm not surprised. It's just basically the author that's doing this. The author's just throwing us in a circle loop, and this anime just doesn't feel like this manga just doesn't feel like it's going to end. The latest chapters were basically Chizuru just deciding on how she's feeling and literally going on a date with Kazuya where she was supposed to determine how her feelings were and if her feelings were true that she does love Kazuya, which she does, but ends up deciding to stay with her job. Keep in mind, her job in the show is two things. One, an actress. That's her side job. Her main job is being a girlfriend. Literally the name of the show. So she's choosing to be a rent-a-girlfriend over being someone that has made her dreams come true, gave her a film to show her dying grandmother before she passed away, a grandmother that does not know that they are not a real couple at this standpoint right now, and everybody in his family, everyone in his family loves her. His grandmother gave her a ring just because she was not confident that they would be together. And both the grandmothers knew each other. Kazuya's grandmother and Chizuru's grandmother both knew each other. And they both said, Chizuru's grandmother said that Kazuya is the perfect guy for you. She literally gave you the vote of confidence before she ended up passing away. And Kazuya has done so much for Chizuru since the end of season 1, going into season 2, season 3, and what's going to be season 4? Kazuya has done a lot of things for Chizuru. And from what I've seen in the articles, in total, in terms of US dollars, Kazuya spent over $17,000 on Chizuru. $17,000 on Chizuru. And you tell me this boy, I know this boy is a simp. Trust me, I know this boy is a simp for Chizuru. And he's full on in love with Chizuru. And I gotta respect him because he knows what he wants. And even though he technically has a girlfriend, Ruka, but Ruka is a whole different story because she's really not, Kazuya doesn't want to be with her. She just doesn't want to break up. Kazuya is literally just like, hey, yeah, I want to break up. And Ruka's like, yeah, nah. I know why you want to break up, so we're not going to break up. Because Ruka knows that Kazuya wants to be with Chizuru. But it's just a simple factor is that after all of everything that Kazuya has done for Chizuru, she ends up rejecting him. And a lot of people were pissed. I can't blame them. For everything that I've seen and read for Kazuya, keep in mind, I started the manga after season 3, and I've caught up. And I've been keeping up. And I've been looking at this, been happy because I thought Kazuya was finally going to get Chizuru. I'll tell you this, guys. I will tell you this. Chizuru was one of my favorites. I can't even lie to you. This tells you why. I literally got a figurine, a Chizuru figurine, because she was one of my favorites. And she was legitimately in my top 10 favorite anime girls in general. But after reading this, I don't even want this figurine anymore. I'm not even lying. She completely disrespected Kazuya and literally said, I am sorry. The thing is, everybody knows that she's in love with him. Everybody that reads the manga knows that she's in love with him. She just doesn't want to be with him. For some stupid reason. I don't even know why she doesn't want to be with Kazuya, man. Like if I was in the situation right, if I was in the situation that Kazuya was in, a lot of people were in the situation that Kazuya was in, they would have cussed Chizuru out. But as the current manga standpoint, keep in mind the latest chapter just came out yesterday, or yesterday as I'm recording this because this is Wednesday morning. The latest chapter came out yesterday, and Kazuya was carrying Chizuru home after she's had a injury to her ankle this whole time that she was on a date. And I'm legit gonna say this right now. This needs to end. Rent a Girlfriend's been going on for way too long. The guy that makes Rent a Girlfriend is currently making the Shinichi Family Children. Apparently, with the latest chapter of that, people are upset with that. So he's just not doing very good right now. But in terms of the whole Rent a Girlfriend situation right now, I'm not surprised that this anime is probably one anime that gets shit talked. Like shit talked. Let me not. I'm not surprised that this anime gets shit on, to be honest. I'm really not. Like, Chizuru. There's so much I really would love to say about Chizuru, because I just can't believe that after everything that's happened and keeping up with the manga and everything that's happened between them two and everything that's happened with their family and friends, with Kazuya's family and friends, and the fact that Chizuru barely has any friends, Kazuya's one of the most supportive people, and she knows that Kazuya will do anything for her. And it kind of feels just right now that she was stringing Kazuya along, and she basically just rejected him to set him free. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to say my own personal opinion. I feel like it's going to come to a point where Chizuru and Kazuya are going to go their separate ways. Chizuru is going to continue to do her job, but she's not going to feel happy personally, like in terms of her mental state, and she's going to realize that she needed Kazuya in her life. And she's going to come to a point where she's going to go back, and she's going to try and talk to Kazuya and say, like, hey, yeah, I'm sorry for rejecting you, but all this time apart has made me really think, and it really makes me feel, and I just want to say this, that I am in love with you. And I feel like that's going to happen because I just have a sense for the Rent a Girlfriend anime that this is not gonna be over. And keep in mind, we are in June, about to be in July. I don't feel like this manga is gonna be done by the end of this year. And the chapters come out every single week. And the volume, apparently, the ending for the volume is gonna be this week or next week? Because I'm just hearing rumors about that. But it's just like Rent a Girlfriend, man. I want to say I like this anime. I really do. I watched the first, second, third season. Everybody was shit on this anime. I gave it a chance. I was continuing to read the manga, and I'm getting hyped. I'm like, all right, after everything Kazuya is finally about to do, he's gonna get to be with Chizuru. Chizuru said that she does love with him. She was asking all these questions about possibly being together in a relationship, kids down the line, just for it to end in a rejection. Rent a Girlfriend, probably an anime I would definitely watch season 4, but the way this is going right now, it deserves to be shit on.